Good day, everyone. Today, I will be discussing the chapter 18, What's Your Poisons, which talks about toxins and infectious disease and how they affect both human health and environment. Before we start our lessons, I want you to think about this question. What do you think will happen if all plants on Earth disappear? Anyone? All right, thank you for your answer. So, plants are very important because they are the base of the food chain. They provide energy for animals and humans. When something goes wrong in one part of the ecosystem, it affects everything else. Today, we will learn about toxins and how they move through the environment and affect living things, including us. So, I want you guys to raise your hand if you heard about mercury in fish or BPA in the plastics. Where did you hear about it? Anyone who can share if they hear about this? All right, thank you for your answers. So, those are examples of toxins, and they are part of our lessons today. So, when we hear the word poison, we usually think something dangerous that we should never touch. But in reality, in reality, toxins are everywhere. They are found in the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat, and even in the products we use every day at home. So, this chapter helps us understand what toxins are, where they came from, how they enter our bodies, and why even small amounts can be harmful over time. So, now let's proceed to identifying common toxins, or let's let's go to what are toxins. So first one here we have toxins. So toxins are compounds that are extremely harmful even in small doses. So toxins are substances that can cause serious harm or even death. Even in small amounts, they usually um, damage cells and interfere with normal body function. And scientists who study toxins, they are called toxicologists. Toxicologists. So they are types of toxins or common types of toxins, and we start with the allergens. So allergens is anything that triggers an organism's immune system to respond. All right. So allergens is um, triggered the immune system to react strongly. So the allergens itself may be poisonous, but the body's reaction can be dangerous. For example, or one example of this is those people or a person who has or who have allergies to peanuts or bee stings experiencing may experience swelling of their throat or making it for them making difficult for them to breathe, which can lead to death. So that's an example of allergens. Next one is we have carcinogens. Carcinogens is a toxin that causes cancer. So these are toxins now that cause cancer. So they damage cells and cause uncontrolled cells. growth. So a common example is the asbestos, which is found in the old buildings and can cause lung cancer. Next one is we have endocrine disruptors. Endocrine disruptors are toxins that interfere with hormone functions. So this interfere no the body's hormones. So hormones control the growth, development, and reproduction. So some toxins act like hormones and confuse the body. Example of this includes BPA in plastics and atrazine, which can affect reproductive health and development. Next one is we have here the mutagens damage. Mutagens is a toxin that damages the genetic material inside a cell. So, mutagens no damage DNA or genetic materials. When these mutations occur in reproductive cell, they can cause birth defects and may be passed on to future generations. One example of this include arsenic or certain metals and radiation. Next one is we have here neurotoxins. Neurotoxins is a chemical that interferes with an organism's nervous system. So this affects our nervous system, which controls movement, thinking, and communication in the body. Example includes is the um, mercury. So these toxins can cause brain damage, memory loss, and paralysis, especially in children. Next one, we have here the teratogens. Teratogens damage a fetus while it's developing in the mother's uterus. So teratogens are toxins that harm a developing fetus during pregnancy. So the most common example of this is alcohol, which can cause birth defects and learning disabilities. So persistent organic pollutants or POPs are some toxins are especially dangerous because they do not break, break down easily in the environment. These are called the POPs or the persistent organic pollutants. They stay in the environment for many years and build up in living organisms. In examples of this are BPA, um, another is atrazine, like that. So those chemicals are found in plastic, furniture, non-stick cookware, cosmetics, and even in drinking water. So how toxins enter the body or how toxins enter our body. So toxins can enter our bodies through the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, skin contact, and these are called um, routes of exposure. So let's proceed to accumulating in fatty tissue. We have here the bioaccumulation. So some toxins are fat soluble, meaning they dissolve in fat instead of water. Because of this, they are stored in the body to build up over time. This process is what we call the bioaccumulation. Even small exposures can become dangerous after many years. So, we have also here the biomagnification. So, biomagnifications is the another important concept. So this happens when toxins become more concentrated as they move up the food chain. For example of this is small organisms absorb toxins from water. Fish eat the fish eat those organisms and bigger fish eat smaller fish. By the time humans eat large fish, the toxin level is very high. So, another example now para mas masabtan gud ninyo unsa ang biomagnification is um, the mercury in fish. Mercury enters water from coal power plants. Fish absorb it, and there's this larger fish like tuna or and swordfish contain high mercury levels. When humans eat too much of these fish, like the tuna, who have these high mercury levels, mercury can cause brain damage, muscle weakness, and nervous system problems. Because exposure during pregnancy also can cause permanent damage to the baby. Toxins and infectious diseases. So these these are not all diseases that come from toxins. Some are caused by viruses and also in bacteria. However, toxins can weaken the immune system, making it harder for the body to fight infections and response to medicines. So, toxins now can be invisible, but their effects are serious. So, they build up in our bodies, increase through the food chain, and harm both humans and the environment. So, understanding toxins helps us make safer choices and protect our health and future generations. So, I have here a safe habit sharing. So, let's proceed to I want to ask you someone from the group. So, what are some safe habits we can do to reduce exposure to toxins? Anyone? Just share you can what are some of safe habits we can do to reduce exposure to toxins. Yes. All right. So that's good. It's like washing vegetables properly, avoiding burning plastics, using glass bottles instead of plastics, and also not throwing chemicals into drains. So now, please write. I want you to write one simple step you can do at home to reduce exposure to toxins. Just put it in one half crosswise. Okay. So everyone, so when we learn about toxins now, we protect not only ourselves but also our families and the community. So now before I end my discussions, I want you guys to please get one half crosswise paper and we will have a 20 item multiple choice questions. So you can write the letter of the correct answer only. All right. Thank you very much. That's all for my discussion for today. And I am Dina Morales Meres, B student.